What's up, guys? This is my audience for my speech. This is Corbin Norris, and he plays tennis. This is Owen Hill, state champ golfer. Logan Jeffcoat, he plays basketball.
For his church.
Logan Binkley, star soccer player.
On the bench.
And this is my
As
amazing
a senior.
and beautiful mother.
And we don't know that yet.
All right, here goes. Have any of you ever suffered the pain of losing a close game and felt like giving up? If so, it's okay, don't worry, so have I. While nobody likes the feeling of losing, the lessons that can be learned from a tough loss are far more valuable than those that can be gained from a good win. While not everyone plays sports on a regular basis, skills such as teamwork, emotional control, and leadership are all valuable skills that can be applied to school, work, and really any general life setting. Having spent almost 10 years playing tennis, I have experienced some of the highest highs of a really good win and lowest lows of a tough loss. And I've learned that all sports, not just tennis, are so much more of a mental game than they are a physical game. So today, I'm first going to teach you the ways that sports boost the mental capacity of your brain and help with learning. Then I'm going to teach you how they help teach emotional intelligence. And finally, how they develop leadership skills that you can take into the real world. Keeping all this in mind, we're going to start with the more surprising impact that sports have on the brain, which is boosting its volume. One big lesson most people don't know about sports is the impact it has on your brain without you even realizing. Research put out by Arthur Kramer from the University of Illinois found that those who participate in regular physical activity have, on average, about a 12% larger hippocampal volume than those who don't. This implies that while we're playing and practicing the sport that we already love, our brains are physically increasing in size without us having to do anything else. That's pretty remarkable. Another way sports can help improve our hippocampal volume is by improving our focus and decision making. Clearly, sports don't just build muscles, but also help with real-world thinking and problem solving. Whether you play tennis like me and are having to return a fast serve, or play a sport like football, basketball, or soccer and have to receive an awkward pass from a teammate, you're constantly training your brain to process this information quickly. The next important skill that sports teach us that I'm going to talk about is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is all about keeping things under control when the pressure really starts to build. When you're playing a sport, especially when you're not playing so well, frustration can really start to get to you and make things difficult. However, a study done by Chris Wagstaff for the Journal of Applied Sports Psychology, or JSAP, found that players who constantly put themselves in these high-pressure situations develop stronger emotional regulation skills due to the frequent stress they found themselves in. For example, if you're a tennis player like me or Corbin, you might lose a tough point, but you have to take a deep breath and reset because the next serve is going to be coming at you really fast. With enough reps, calming down and taking deep breaths is going to become second nature. This ability isn't only applicable on the field or court either. It's going to become evident in class. Maybe you have a big test you're nervous for, or maybe you're at work and you get in an argument with a coworker. Any unideal situation, this emotional intelligence is really going to be nice. The last major impact sports have on life that I'm going to talk about is its role in developing leadership skills. Regardless of whether you're a coach, team captain, star player, bench player, sports are guaranteed to put people in situations where you have to step up and become a leader. Coach Doug McGregor in the Youth Sports Coaching Guide of America comments, "In sports, you are a leader, you are a role model, and you're a person who serves your athletes." This quote shows how sports don't just push players to be their best selves, but also encourage coaches to lead by example and take accountability for their actions. It's these small moments where we encourage a teammate after a mistake or try to step into a better player's shoes during a big moment that help build our confidence and communication skills. Leadership abilities like these will translate directly into our other sports, school, and work. Looking at all these impacts sports can have on a person, we can see that their value goes far beyond the immediate game. As can be seen, sports are clearly so much more than a game that we play while we're kids. So today we learned how it physically strengthens our brain and helps us learn better. We learned how it forces us into stressful situations to increase our emotional intelligence. And we learned how it builds our leadership skills that are applicable beyond just the field or court. And yes, this speech doesn't change the fact that losing still hurts. But at least from now on we know that these moments of frustration are ones that we learn from the most. So remember, just because the game ends doesn't mean that the lessons do too. Thank you, everybody. And here's my audience again. They were great listeners. Thank you.